Hey, welcome to my channel. Learning how to tube. Yep, I'm learning how to tube. I won't do that again. All right, so we're here and we're queer. This is ridiculous. Today we are going to talk about my coming out story. I came out a long time ago. I was 13 when I came out. I'm 27 now. So, like, we're creeping on 15 years. 15. Shit. When I came out, there was no YouTube. I only wish that there were these coming out videos when I was coming out. I went through hell and back trying to come out of the gay closet. Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's be honest.
I am a lesbian.
Well, there it is.
I don't know why that was so hard to say. It was like awkward. Lesbian. Take two. Lesbian. Anyway, my goal here today is to try and reach out to you guys. And hopefully you guys are getting something from this, even if it's just feeling a little less alone. If I can help just one person, even if it was only one person, it is more than I can say that I'm doing right now. Ultimately, that's what I really want.
Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Feelings. I like to talk about my feelings. I've always kind of known that I liked girls more than normal people do. I was in grade 6. I actually got accused of being a lesbian, and I did everything in my power to prove that I was not. I'm full Italian. I come from a very traditional background, and the last thing I wanted was for it to get back to my family somehow. I mean, it didn't until I finally just said it, which is good. Sort of. I went to junior high. I was a very troubled teen. My first guy love killed himself. I was struggling with that, and I was struggling with my sexuality, and I was very depressed and also very suicidal, getting into alcohol and drugs and smoking and all the things that you shouldn't do when you're 13.
Because drugs are bad, okay?
Don't do it. It made me who I am today, so I can't really hate on the fact that I did all these things. But, I mean, it wasn't the best way to deal with it, you could say. Oh god. Alright. I tried to tell my best friend because it was eating me up inside, and I was a little bit worried that she wouldn't want to be my friend anymore, or that it would spread around the school like wildfire, which it did, and girls would be uncomfortable with me in the change room or in the bathroom, or, you know, probably thinking I was checking them out all the time. This girl and I, she was very athletic, and as was I, so we played a lot of sports together. 9 times out of 10 ended up in us, like, wrestling, and I might have enjoyed it a little more than I should. Besides the point, she didn't handle it very well. After I told her, I met another girl who claimed to also be gay. And I really liked her and decided to kind of test the waters a little bit. Well, she broke my heart after like 2 weeks. I know 2 weeks is like, oh my god, it was only 2 weeks. But when you're 13 and you've never really felt that way towards anybody, it gets ya. So already being depressed, I tried to commit suicide. It clearly didn't work. I was admitted into the psych ward where I met my first girlfriend. Wasn't the greatest relationship. When I got out of the hospital and went back to school, some other things started to go down. At this point, I was probably even worse than I was before I even went into the hospital. Very shortly after I came home, my family was sitting in the living room watching TV. and on the TV was Michael Jackson, and Michael Jackson was being accused for molestation. When I came into the living room and watched that, I had an aha moment where I realized that what he was being accused of was also happening to me. I had to say something. My uncle molested me for 7 years, and I didn't even know it was wrong until that Michael Jackson situation. I felt like it was my fault for a really long time, and the reason why I'm telling you this is because when I came out about all of that, started to wonder if I was gay because of what happened to me, or if I was gay because I was gay. I was sitting in the computer room back when we had AOL, dial-up, yeah. Do you even know what that is? I remember very vividly. I had been looking at some pictures of my girlfriend at the time, and my mom had come into the room and she was asking, "Oh, who is this?" I said, "Nobody." We started to fight, and out of anger, which is probably the worst way to come out, I finally yelled, "This is my girlfriend, I'm gay." Well, my mom gave me a swift smack upside the head. There was even a point where she tried to ground it out of me. I cried a lot. It sucked. The possibility that people thought that I was gay because of what had happened. And honestly, so did I. I thought that what happened was the reason that I liked girls. I tried very desperately to figure it out, and it took me a long time actually. Came to my senses and realized I'm just gay. No changing it. My family thought it was a phase. It would kind of just change. Once I kind of accepted the fact that, no, this is who I am, even though I desperately wished that it wasn't. It's not easy to be gay. I personally don't feel like it's easy when I walk down the street holding a girl's hand and people get out of the car and take pictures of you. That is a true story. That did happen to me. When I can't go to a straight bar and order a drink because I look like this, getting spit on, getting called a dyke, it's not easy. I think that the older that you get, the more you realize you don't care what people think of you. My family and I are better now. It took us a long time to get there. They have definitely come around. What I'm trying to say is it sucked terribly, but it gets better. But it's true, it does get better. So that's my coming out story. I really would like to get more in depth in some of the things that I'm talking about today. If you can relate to any of it, whether that's, sexual assault or abuse or suicide or depression, any person in the LGBTQ community that struggles with telling anybody who they are or what they want to be, and you just need to talk it out, please comment below and maybe share some of your experiences with me. I hope this helped. I hope it helped somebody know that they are not alone. Give it some time. I think that's the best advice I can give you. When you're going through it and it sucks more than anything in the world, you just gotta give it some time. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to get to know me, I want to get to know you. I'm figuring it all out as I go, so please be kind. We all have things that we go through, so take care of each other. Bye! Bye. I'm just so awkward. What are we watching right now? Bish, I don't even know. I need a hug.